Now, as the simmering tensions in the region, North Korea has fired 2 ballistic missiles into the sea today, making it the 7th such launch by Pyongyang in recent days. The launches will in fact have raised fears of North Korea inching closer towards carrying out another test of a nuclear weapon. Now, these launches that have come just days after the US-led joint military exercise in the region have raised alarm within South Korea, Japan and also in the United States. Now, according to the Japanese authorities, the 2 missiles covered a range of about 350 kilometers and fell outside Japan's exclusive economic zone. Now, Japan has said that they are looking into the type of missiles that have been fired at about 1:47 a.m. local time, with the second one following some 6 minutes later. The possibilities of a submarine-launched ballistic missile are also being taken into consideration.
9月末から短期間でも今回で7回目と挑発を必要かつ一方的にエスカレートを指しています。一連の北朝鮮の行動は我が国、地域及び国際社会の平和と安全を脅かすものであり、断じて容認できません。
The South Korean military views the latest missile launch by its neighbor as a serious provocation that harms peace. Now, Seoul in fact believes that the missiles were launched from the Muncheon city, located on the east coast of South Korea. South Korea has said that the uptick in the number of missile launches by the North in fact signals that it is closer than ever before to resuming a nuclear test for the very first time since 2017, with preparations being observed at its test site for months. The US military has said that it is very closely consulting with its allies and partners, calling the launches as a destabilizing impact of the North Korean nuclear arms and ballistic missile programs. The United States has also reiterated its commitment to protect Japan and South Korea. Now, on Friday, Washington announced new sanctions on North Korea after Pyongyang test-fired a ballistic missile further than ever before on Tuesday, sending it soaring over Japan for the very first time in 5 years. And also prompting a warning for residents there to take cover. Now, on the other hand, North Korea, which has pursued missile and nuclear tests in defiance of the United Nations sanctions, said on Saturday that its missile tests were for self-defense against direct US military threats and had not harmed the safety of neighboring countries and other regions. And we earlier spoke with Soo Young-oh, who joined us live from Seoul, and this, of course, is what he's had to say about the situation presently on the Korean Peninsula.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're in a situation where we can just stand back and let the North Koreans really do what they do. And our president has made it quite clear that he's going to be strengthening the South Korea-US alliance, and that will be basically the linchpin of our foreign policy as well. And certainly we've been scaling up our joint drills with the Americans. The military's been restarting our biggest joint exercises that were stalled for the past 5 years in order to promote inter-Korean peace. But North Korea, they continue to just rage ahead, really, with their missile provocations, as you've seen in the last 10 days or so, the last 2 weeks, rather. And it looks like they're heading towards their 7th nuclear test. So it seems that tensions are going to continue to escalate, unfortunately, because on both sides you're seeing this tit-for-tat kind of, the North Koreans are starting it, really. They're provoking us, and then you're seeing the reaction to that, and then you're seeing the reaction to the reaction. And the North Koreans also see our joint drills as a rehearsal for war, as they say. But no, the South Korea-US joint drills, they're being conducted in order to prevent war and prevent escalation. But obviously, if North Korea is going to choose to take offense at that and use it as a mandate to launch more and more missile tests and a 7th nuclear test, then the allies really can't sit back and let them do this. So unfortunately, it does look like tensions are going to escalate. And it really does depend on what Kim Jong-un decides to do. He's declared that North Korea is a nuclear state, and as you mentioned in your newscast, they recently sort of revised their nuclear posture, saying that they're prepared to take preemptive action rather than saying that their nuclear weapons development is for self-defense. So it really, we have to wait and see how he tries to leverage this kind of self-professed nuclear status, whether it's to gain, sanctions waiver or something from South Korea or the United States, but really depends on his irrational or rational actions.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.